Hi guys! I wasn't on the screen for a long time. That was one hecklish summer, hellish summer. Yeah, I'm still like, fuck it. No intro toast for September, the Earth, Wind and Fire song. Yeah, that's how I remember that the school month is September. And the first thing that I managed to get is 2007 Starscream. Yeah, childhood grail reobtained. You probably know that ages ago on Twitter I said that when I got the 2007 Thundercracker, that 2007 Starscream was one of my favorite toys as a kid, even though dude was way too complicated for me, and I completely didn't knew how to play with him. But I do have memories with him. He was a Christmas gift from my grandma, and when I finally got him again, I was so confused, since in my memory, when I was like, what, 5? He seemed so gigantic, like at least leader class. But when I finally opened him up, nope, he's a Voyager. He has really buff arms, but that's it. I don't want to talk about this toy too much, since I'm planning on reviewing that Thundercracker. Yes, the Thundercracker won that vote that was posted on my Coffee and Twitter and Discord server. If any of you are interested in those media, you can just simply ask me. The Coffee is in the description for what I know. Twitter is SilverG and a bunch of letters and numbers. While Discord, it's still, I don't know if I should make it public or not. It was for some time, but it isn't now. Oh yeah, there's also one really weird thing about this Starscream. Dude's beige. It's like this nice beige. He simply looks like he's made from cardboard. Cardboard. That's the word. Transformation is a bit fiddly with all those chest panels, since they need to go in a specific order to properly fold in. But yeah, I'm still mega happy that they managed to get him complete. He does have his missiles, but he isn't complete. He's missing this single missile holding clover, but I was more happy about getting the collarbone tail fins, since those are the things that get lost the easiest for some reason. And I think looking at the transformation, it's caused by simply them getting stuck around while transforming. So here we have the 07 Starscream in the way that I saw him for my whole life. I never looked that much at the movie, so simply this is how all the stickers looked in my brain. I really didn't know they have arms. I always thought they simply had those giant Gatling claws with some small pincers at the end, since that's the way my brain remembered them. The only time I thought about Starscream and the guys having fingers was when I got the Studio Series toy. So yeah, for a long time my brain simply thought this is how all the stickers look like. I'm not going to talk about the mold itself, since as I mentioned earlier, I'm waiting for review, but it's nice to hold him again. He's a massive piece of childhood memories, and for sure a grail to be remembered. Oh, now thinking, this month really jacked up my Decepticons army, since next toy was Cyberverse Megatron. Yeah, I finally managed to get him. One toy store here in Poland, Dummy Zabawki I think, had him really cheap, which isn't that bad. He's okay, your typical Megatron, but I think mine has issue where one of his hips is longer than the other one, and I'm like, damn, because transforming him feels wrong. Like nothing wants to slide into place, since this hip is too long in for a nanometer or something. But it is nice to finally have Megatron, so my Cyberverse Optimus has somebody to battle with. Actually, fun story, I had a Cyberverse Megatron last year I think, but when I bought him, dude came with his leg sliced off here. Of course, I returned him and I got my money back. Why the fuck do you buy a Megatron just to slice his thigh? Maybe it was like broken one. It fell and perfectly snapped. It's really weird. Either way, this Megatron is okay. Maybe I will also. Actually, I really do want to make a full review of him, since I have a great idea for a joke that I'm planning and I don't want to tell it now. After that, I got the Deluxe Omnitrix from the Bentley Reboot, and man, do I have mixed opinions about it. I like that it's bigger, that it's trying to replicate the like inner circle in the middle, where you can actually press it down and the two pieces will collapse into a hourglass. But my biggest issue is that this is the Polish version. That's why I don't have the sounds on, since it's Polish, and man, I don't know if it's simply me not being used to all the voice actors, but they are kinda cringy. Either way, it's cool to have the Reboot Omnitrix as some sort of Omnitrix. If you looked for that 1 nanosecond in the last Toy Quest, for my birthday I got the Season 4 Omnitrix. That's like a spiritual successor to the Deluxe Omnitrix that I reviewed. And I'm planning on reviewing the Deluxe Omnitrix for as a spiritual successor review of my Deluxe Omnitrix review. Yeah, that's the word. After that, I got Alfred Starscream, and I bought him just for the sake that I didn't like that Alfred Skywarp came with this yelling mouth. As you can see, he is missing a bit. I bought him from a toy store that listed him as missing pieces. That's why he was a lot really cheaper than other Starscreams. And I personally treat him as something like a Starscream to get beaten up by Megatron. That's why he has this screaming mouth. For my main Starscream, I'm going to use the Studio Series one. So this one exists only for me to take pics while Megatron beats him up or throws him around. Other way, my opinion about this mold, it's really good. It's simply classic Starscream but sized up. 100% would recommend. Really nice. Feels like something out of my memories in the early 2000s. Even though I didn't collect Transformers in the 2000s, but you know what I mean. After that, I managed to snag yet another gem for my collection. It's Prime Breakdown from that 10th anniversary reissue, and the Jagged Vehicon, of course, since they were sold in a pack. I didn't sticker up them yet. I stickered up only the Psy, what I think was his name, for Breakdown, since the hammer looked a bit weird without all the detailing. Breakdown is a really cool figure. It's my yet another meeting with this mold, since I managed to get Silas Breakdown on TF Nation a few years ago. He is great, but I do understand why they didn't release him. He feels like a bit too tab heavy. Also, the first thing that he did after popping out of the box is one of his tits fall off, so it's nice to finally have him, but I kinda see why he was left in Japan. While Vehicon, he's a bit spindly, but it's finally nice to have a Vehicon so he can, now we need to get the car Vehicon, and Starscream would have at least 2 different troopers to call his own. Well, now with a Jet Vehicon he has his own. But yeah, now I need to get the Takara version, the Hasbro one, for having a lot of Vehicons that also look a bit differently from each other. With Vehicons I have the same idea as sweeps. Collect a bunch of them that are technically the same toy, but with small revisions and differences. So yeah, cool. Would also recommend these guys if you can find them cheap, since Jesus fuck, people want £40 only for this dude. Sheesh. And our first Autobot of the last month, and it's Road Rage. Managed to snag her from District 0. She was there for a really short time, and man, it's a really complicated stuff with me. I have really complex feelings about this toy. Like, it's nice to finally own a Road Rage that it didn't overpay too much. Well, depends. But out of the box she needs so much little repairs and changes. Like, I needed to sand off 2 little tabs here on the front windshield because they are completely useless and I was scared of breaking them. She has tape on the small knobs here on the legs so they don't fall off completely. So I would technically hate this toy, but it's road rage. She really reminds me of Samus Aran in the idea of being a space bounty hunter tough girl. Like after I got her, I couldn't stop taking photos with her and playing with her. She's kind of good, but she needs some work with her. So yeah, I'm not sad about buying her, but if they ever make a new one that's better, this one is going on eBay as fast as my internet collection allows it. After that, I got some metal Dinobots. Yeah, those are KOs made by some company which name I don't remember. Those dudes have massive metal bits. I got them cheap, mostly since I was kinda desperate. Those were the only Dinobots from Age of Extinction that I'm missing. Well, I still need Grimlock, but I don't think it's that hard to get. Snarl is my favorite one, while Scorn simply came out great and he's a really nice surprise, especially in this size. I love those toys, and for some time I have like a Dinobot mood, so expect a review of this dude soon. And from the same dude that sold me the Dinobot, I got this KO Drift. Dude's like solid metal. His whole car mode is a brick of metal. Like when I got him in the car mode, since that's the way he comes in the box, and I felt like I was holding a brick of pennies. I think I could like beat somebody up with him and they would die. And he's great. All the painted details, the accessories are recreated. He even comes with more accessories, a shield and some shuriken. Like man, this toy is great, and I got him really cheap. I want to thank the seller so much. I think I will repurpose this dude as one of the 13. I think Prima, since Sword being like silvery Carman means Autobot either way. Really good toy. Wow, it's hard for me to like talk about it since it's like it was such an unexpected gift, buying simply wow. So yeah, those were all the things I managed to get in the month of September. Sorry that there wasn't that many reviews coming out. Simply personal stuff is coming in, issuing, live stuff. But I did. Normal review coming soon, as always. I'm working on them. I have some other personal projects. So thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, check out my social media, and let's see what stories I will get in the month of October. Let's hope it won't be anything scary. Bye.